All right, y'all. Now that I done stretched my legs out, and got into it. Oh, man, God. I got so many stories to tell y'all, man. I met this guy yesterday. I have his card. I love the resources. We need the resources. And he wanted me to sell him a cell phone. That's what I do now. Oh, my God, I haven't done this podcast in so long. Y'all don't even know I sell cell phones now. I'm in Walmart, Fort Worth. Hit me up. 901-325-3951. Mayo Danielle 176 at gmail.com. If you need resources, look, I've been called, man. So whatever it is you need that the good Lord and already gave me. So you hit me up, and I'm sure he already got something. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go to him about it, and we gonna get into this. So I meet this guy yesterday. I'm at work. It was the most beautiful situation that happened to me. It really, really unveiled. My covering. So, and I don't mean that in a negative way. It just actually took me from under the covers and allowed me to process what I was really trying to do and how much it meant to me. And so this guy is talking to me, and I said, "Sir, I'll go ahead and put those minutes on you." Now, mind you, I make money off of everything I do through the app and through my numbers with this company. But in my last podcast, as I told you, it's not the money. I've let go that vigor to go and get the money. I've really let that go, Now I just want to go get the people and, just help the people out. But I have to do that through me first. So I'm talking to this guy, and he's telling me how he's with Kairos, and that's prison ministry. And what he does is he gets these cell phones, and he gives them to these people when they get out of jail, along with clothes and food and, and a house to live in for a year. Honestly, I want it myself, and I wonder if he'll let me simply go and look at one of these houses and just marvel at the work that God has done through this man. And so we're sitting there kind of talking, and he's just telling me, how he really likes my personality, and it's, and I hear that a lot, and all I do is I try my best just to give that back to God, because and that's what I did, because my personality, work on my personality. I don't sit and practice my approach to people. I am simply made the way that I'm made, and I'm happy about it. So, I'm telling him that, and he's like, he's just conversing back with me. And so he gets into how he just don't need to turn the phone on now, because he really has to wait till the guy gets out. And I told him, I said, let's exchange information. And I give him my Oxford information, and I tell him, if there's somebody else I come across, there's this story of this woman that people send us letters from jail and things like that. And some of these letters will floor you. This woman sent a letter, and I'm telling him this. The woman sent the letter, and she's 76 years old. She can't walk. She's handicapped, and unfortunately, we don't have a house that provides the needs for a person that has those needs. We don't have a ramp and things like that, and that's just inhumane. And because we don't have that, and we're not going to put a person in an inhumane situation in order to survive, that's counter. Then in that case, we can't say anything back to this woman. We don't know what to say. We actually don't know what, because we try to practice that if we can't do something for you, we can direct you to somebody who can do something for you. And with all our minds put together, which we always do pretty good at, we come up with, I knew this other place, and I remember this, and I remember that. But handicap has not been our story, and so we've never had to go down the path in dealing with those things. And in AA, it's not like you don't find people who can't walk. I just don't know what they did afterwards. A lot of them just go home, because unfortunately, and now this is something I know I need to bring up, we don't have houses that's made up for people who are handicapped, which is kind of crazy because we are handicapped mentally in this sickness we call disease. I mean, in this sickness that we call addiction. So, here I am. And this guy is telling me, oh my goodness, let's exchange information so that maybe we can come together and widen and broaden a place for other people with other situations so that we can be able to help these people too. So I'm telling him, I said, it's funny because I never would have thought it, but I have been not only given a role to do fundraising, but been put in a role to do fundraising. And I try myself, sir, to give it back to God. And I'm talking, and y'all, I just started crying about just the glory of God, like just the amazing things. But I also disclosed to him my true fear for not being able to be effective in this chair. And that's not my wishes, is to be ineffective. I want what I'm trying to put out to bring in the things that we need to strive, to broaden, to widen, to be able to say, hey, I don't have a house for you, but we got enough money in this pot to go and build a house for you and for other people who are of the handicapped nature. Not to separate you, but to give you your table to be amazing at as well as what we have. Or to even build a ramp onto our own house or get all the things that's needed for this person to have not only a comfortable transition, but a mighty transition. And the guy, he says to me, hey man, look, you want to come over here real quick? Look, I want to pray with you. Oh my God, I couldn't have put my stuff down so quick. I ran over there with the guy, and putting my hands in that man's hands just felt like, gosh, it was just, his hands felt so comfortable. It was almost like putting my hands in God's hand. It really was. And that man, and I do not say this lightly, I promise I don't. And that man bowed his head, and that man prayed a prayer, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And my day was made. My world was changed. And I knew then that I was in God's hands, and anything that any place God had placed me, God had control over it, and I didn't need to worry. So we're sitting there, and I'm at this point, I'm ringing this guy out, and he tells me, I said, and it's been hard for me because this is the only job that would take me. I love my job, but I just haven't been able to find a place, guys, where I'm happy, where I'm not so stressed out. It's been hard. So he tells me that he's a felon, and he was in jail for over 15 years. And he's been doing what he's been doing for 10 years since he got out. Then that was 20 years ago. And I'm doing the numbers on that, and I'm like, what? And this guy has houses on top of houses. And he has these houses for this specific situation. And this guy is telling me about the glory of God, man. And he said, this is a trip. I'm just taking a trip. I'm not from here. I'm just passing through. Y'all, that whole situation just had me just so in chills. Even talking about it now, I'm just in chills. So moving on. Those are like some of the stories I run into while I'm selling cell phones. And I mean, I run into some stories. There's another story of a guy I ran into who, he's going through a situation with his lady, and she cheated on him, and he needed another cell phone so that she could stop stalking him. That was a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? But we got him hooked up. We got him a cell phone, and I definitely made sure that I got his tracker and stuff like that cut off so he could do what he needed to do. I ran into another guy earlier on who discussed with me how he really just wants him an old-fashioned cell phone, man. He's not for this technology. And you know, it's crazy. I run into more people selling cell phones that's not into that type of technology. They can't stand that they ever even started using it because of the weight of having a cell phone. Not even the bill. I haven't heard anybody complain about a bill yet. Not yet. I have not heard one person complain about a bill. These people talk to me about the technology, the effortlessness, and being so touchable by somebody you don't know, and being able to do the same thing, and then it being associated with such a high price or such a extenuating low price. That's one thing that really caught me off guard, is the fact that some people are like, no, that's too low. We're done. I'm done. You're doing too much. This is too low now, and so there's going to be a higher cost later on. And I don't feel like being duped. And the prices really are the prices. And you know, and it's real simple. You pay this now, you get this cell phone. You pay your bill, right? It's the same thing. It's the same just as if you was to sit there and you get you one of those phones, those prepaid phones, and you go and you every month, if you don't go and buy that little tag, whether you use those minutes or not, if you don't buy that little tag, then unfortunately your phone gonna get cut off. It's just that with us, you can call the company, you can say, give me a little bit more time to pay my bill, things like that. You know, that's the that's the perk in that. So, oh my goodness, I have missed y'all. Call me. Call me. Let me know what's going on. Hit me up. Mayo Danielle, MayoDanielle 176 at gmail.com. Let's conversate. Let's have a conversation. I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to learn. And I hope that we can all come together. I hope that whoever is listening, you have a resource which you can lend a hand out for, and we can help kind of just stitch and knit back together these holes that we have in society. We can't just put all of our coins in the government. We can't put all of our coins in the economy. We can't put all our coins in the school districts. We can't put all our coins in the churches. We can't put all our coins in the institutions that are put together in order to correct us. We can't put our coins in all of these places at one time. We have to be able to separate things and be able to put them, let them stay in their lane. And hopefully all of the other things that trickle down, like people falling out of the system when they age out from, being in foster care, or the people who finally wake up one day and say, I don't want to live this way. But everybody else you surrounded yourself by who you are. And so now you don't have a way out, but you want a new life, and you want a new way. Or the people who have accidentally been caught up in those systems. It's like, there is a harmony in pain. There's a harmony in pain. And if you stop for a second and you take a breath and you stop panicking and you stop trying, and you realize the rhythm of your heart and your breath, and you realize the seconds in between when you blink, that's right there where you'll see that harmony and you'll hear that tune. And it'll calm your spirit and your soul and allow you to walk into something that you would never imagine and you never could dream of. That's it. That's the theme music that I walk by every day. So y'all have a good day. Enjoy your day. Right now I'm fixing to get ready for work. And I get to go to work today. I get to get in my car. I get to do my schoolwork today. And I am proud and blessed that I also get to do it in a sober mind. Y'all have a beautiful day. Hit me up, 901-325-3951. Leave a message, send a text message so I know it's somebody through here. And let's get some change going in this world. Love.